Very good morning to all of you. So we have already discussed about the main chemical properties of alcohols and phenols. Okay, so let's move on to the new compound, that is ether. Okay, so firstly we have to discuss about the methods of preparation of ether. Okay, so there we can easily prepare ethers from alcohol, from alkyl halides. Okay, so let us discuss the methods one by one. So firstly I am taking alcohol from alcohols. Okay, so we can easily prepare ethers with the help of alcohols, and we have already discussed this part. Okay, so when we take alcohols, okay, by dehydration, we have already discussed this method in the chemical properties. So, okay, so when we take alcohols, two molecule, and H2SO4 413 Kelvin, we can easily get ether. Okay, so we can easily get ether, and the mechanism of this reaction is firstly the H positive. The first is H positive from the acid will be attracted by the lone pair, and we will get oxonium ion. Okay, this is the first step. Okay, next step is we have to use the second molecule, positive charge. Okay, now these lone pair will attack on this carbon, and this water molecule will leave, and we will get CH3 CH2. Okay, O H positive charge, CH2 CH3. Okay, this is the second step. This is the first step, and this is the second step, and it is the rate determining step. The second step, slowest step. This is the RDS, slowest step. Okay, so the last step is again a new molecule of ethanol will abstract the proton. Okay, this proton, CH3 CH2 OH. Okay, this proton will be abstracted by this oxygen. Okay, and we will get the product. Positive charge. Okay, so this is our product, diethyl ether or ethoxyethane. Okay, so this is the whole mechanism, and the second step is the rate determining step. Okay, so this is in case of 1 degree. Okay, here we have taken 1 degree, but in case of 2 degree or 3 degree, dehydration takes place, and uh, the chances of formation of alkene is more as compared to ether. Okay, so this is the main limitation of this method, that we cannot prepare 2 degree, we cannot use 2 degree or 3 degree alcohols, because they will undergo dehydration to form alcohols, alkenes. Okay, so alkenes का formation हो जाता है in case of 2 degree and 3 degree. Okay, that is why we will not use 2 degree or 3 degree alcohol to form ethers. Now one more limitation for this method is that in this method we cannot prepare unsymmetrical ethers. Okay, like here, if I am taking a general form. Okay, if we have two different alkyl groups, then there are many chances. Okay, the molecule of these two molecules will react to form RR, like in case of Wurtz reaction. Okay, Wurtz reaction is also, the limitation of Wurtz reaction is same. It will also not prepare the unsymmetrical alkanes. Okay, here we cannot prepare the unsymmetrical ethers. So there are 3 products possible. Okay, that is why they will not form unsymmetrical ethers. Okay, so let's move on to the second method, and this method is you can say is important. Okay, This method is known as Williamson synthesis. Okay, so we can easily prepare. Okay, let us discuss all the methods. All the methods from alcohols first. Okay, so the second method from alcohol is by the reaction of diazomethane. Okay, diazomethane. So we can easily react CH3OH plus CH3N2. This is diazomethane, and we will get CH3OCH3 plus N2 will leave. Actually, N2 is a very good leaving group. Okay, N2 is a very good leaving group because after the leaving, after it will leave, it will become stable. N2 is a very stable compound because there is a triple bond in between the two nitrogen atoms. That is why it can easily leave. Okay, and N2 is a very good leaving group. Similarly, N3 negative azide group is a very good leaving group. Okay, so this will form. Okay, dimethyl ether. Okay, now similarly, by the reaction of alcohols with alkenes, okay, with alkenes. Okay, one more thing we have already discussed in the first part that by dehydration we have also used Al2O3. Okay, Al2O3 भी use हो सकता है like this, but the temperature is different. The temperature is 513 Kelvin. Al2O3. This is the catalytic dehydration, and we can easily form ethers. Okay, but here if we use the temperature 633 Kelvin, then dehydration takes place and alkene formation takes place. Okay, so by the reaction of alcohols with alkenes. Okay, so let us take any alkene which is quite reactive. Okay, so I am taking this as the main alkene. Okay, let us take this alkene. Okay, so reaction with alcohol, so it will form CH3, CH, CH3, CH, CH2, okay, and CH2, OCH3. Okay, this will be the product. Okay, okay, so this will be the product. Now this is major or minor. Actually, by looking at the two substrate, we think that this is the main product, but this is not the major product because after the formation of carbocation will form over here. Okay, carbocation will form over here, and this is a 2-degree carbocation, and there is a chance of rearrangement. This hydrogen will shift over here. Okay, this hydrogen will shift over here, and positive charge comes on this carbon, and then the OCH3 will attack over here. Okay, so this is the main reason. Actually क्या होता है इसमें, this H positive will firstly attack. Okay, this H positive will attack first. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, there is a problem. This is not the product. Actually, firstly क्या होता है इसमें, this H positive will attack over here. Okay, to give this as the carbocation. Okay, तो हमें ये carbocation बनता है. Okay, ये carbocation बनता है, and then this OCH3 group has to attack. Okay, but there is a chances of rearrangement. Okay, तो rearrangement हो जाएगा hydride shift, and then the carbocation will be CH3, C positive CH3, C H2 CH3. Okay, now OCH3 will attack over here. OCH3 negative will attack on this carbon, and we will get this product. Okay, this is the major limitation of this method, that the rearrangement will take place, and we cannot easily predict what will be the product. Okay, so rearrangement हो जाता है, so that is why we will not we cannot predict easily what will be the product. Okay, just by looking at the two substrates. Okay, so these are the three main methods of preparation of ethers from alcohol, and there are limitations of each and every method. Okay, So the first is from by the reaction of by the catalytic dehydration or by simply reacting it with concentrated H2SO4 at 413 Kelvin. The second method is by the action of diazomethane, and the third one is by reacting the alcohol with some reactive alkenes. Okay, by reacting. Let us move on to the next part. The next is from alkyl halides. Okay, alkyl halide, and this is a name reaction, that is Williamson synthesis. Okay, Williamson synthesis. From alkyl halides, and the very first method is Williamson synthesis. Williamson synthesis. Okay. Now, in this method, what will happen? That we have to react the alkyl halides. We have to react alkyl halides with uh, the sodium alkoxide group. Okay. So firstly, we have to form the sodium alkoxide. Okay. So sodium alkoxide is simply RONA. Okay, negative charge, positive charge. This is sodium alkoxide. So we have to react the alkyl halides with sodium alkoxide to form the ethers. Okay. Now in this method we can easily prepare the unsymmetrical ethers also. Okay. And actually the whole mechanism is SN2. In order to prepare ether, we are using SN2. Backside attack will take place. In the previous mechanism which we have discussed, that ethanol will again attack on the oxonium ion. So backside attack will takes place. Okay. और जब water leave कर गया था वहाँ पे, ठीक है. So that is SN2 mechanism. But in case of secondary and tertiary, SN1 takes place and alkene will form. Okay. Ether form नहीं होता है SN1 में. In case of secondary and tertiary, because there is a steric crowding takes place. That is why वो नहीं हो पाता SN2. So and there is no formation of ether takes place. Similarly, in this case also, SN2 mechanism takes place, and only 1 degree alkyl halide will give this reaction, because we all know that elimination versus substitution में हमने पढ़ा था that if we have a strong nucleophile, this is a very strong nucleophile, OR negative. So in case of strong nucleophile, elimination overpowers the substitution. तो substitution की जगह क्या होता है? Elimination होता है. But if we take a weak nucleophile, then it will depend, okay, on the situations, and sometimes substitution overpowers the elimination. Okay. So let us discuss some examples. Like simply the general form is RONA, positive charge over here, negative charge over here, and this is our RX group. RX means the alkyl halide. So I am taking as R dash. So यहाँ पे partial positive, partial negative. This negative charge will attack over here. SN2 mechanism हो रहा है, and this will leave, and Na positive and X will form a bond. So R O R dash. This is the ether and NaX. Okay. So this is the journal form. Okay. So this is the journal form. Okay. This is the journal form. Okay. Now let us do some examples related to this method. So the first example is let us take tertiary. So in order to form a tertiary compound, we have to take sodium alkoxide as tertiary. Okay, we cannot take tertiary alkyl halide, because in that case elimination will take place. Okay, the product will be NaBr. Okay, this will be the product. Okay, but if we take tertiary bromide, tertiary butyl bromide, then the product will be different. Okay, like here we have CH3ONA. Okay, now in this case ईथर विल नॉट फॉर्म। ओके, तो होता क्या है, डिहाइड्रेशन टेक्स प्लेस। ओके, सो डिहाइड्रेशन टेक्स प्लेस, H यहां से जाएगा और Br यहां से जाएगा, सो डिहाइड्रेशन होने लग जाता है। ओके, so that is why this method we will not take 3 degree or even 2 degree. Okay, so 2 degree और 3 degree alkyl halide ये reaction नहीं देगा. Okay, so we can easily form the alkyl aryl ethers also. Okay, by taking sodium alkoxide as the aryl group. Okay, so we will not take this group. Okay, why we are not taking this group? Because Br will not leave due to double bond character. Okay, due to resonance there is a double bond character over here, so Br will not leave. So we have to take only the alkyl groups as the alkyl halides. Okay, as the halide. Okay, as the haloalkane. We cannot take aryl halides. So only alkyl halides will give the Williamson synthesis. Okay. So the reaction will be O negative Na positive and take any of the alkyl halides like this. So we can easily prepare the alkyl aryl ethers, NaBr. Okay, so we can easily prepare the alkyl aryl ethers with this method. So the major limitation of this method is that we cannot take aryl halides, we cannot take 2 degree or 3 degree alkyl halides. Okay, so this is the major limitation of this method. Otherwise this method is very efficient because it can easily give us unsymmetrical ethers also. Okay, and we can easily prepare the other ethers like the 3 degree one. Okay, we can easily prepare the tertiary also by just taking the tertiary part as the sodium alkoxide group. Okay, so let us move on to the next method. So this is the last method which we are going to discuss, by the reaction of silver oxides. Okay, by the action of silver oxides. So from alkyl halides, by the action of silver oxide. Okay, we have to take two molecules of alkyl halide, just react it with silver oxide, and then this part will leave. Okay, and we will get this as the main product, dimethyl ether. Okay, so this is all about the methods of preparation of ethers. The first is from alcohol, where we have discussed that SN2 mechanism will take place and only 1 degree alcohol will give us the ethers. In other cases SN1 mechanism takes place and alkene will form. Okay, the second is with the help of diazomethane. The third method is by the reaction of alcohols with alkenes. Okay, and in case of alkyl halide, the first method which is very efficient is Williamson synthesis. Okay, it also have a limitation that we cannot use 2 degree or 3 degree alkyl halides and aryl halides. Okay, we cannot use aryl halides, and the last method is by the action of silver oxide. Okay, so here we have discussed only the most important methods. ठीक है, ethers जो है वो काफी तरीके से बन सकता है. There are a lot of methods to prepare ethers, but these are the most important methods. Okay, so let us discuss the physical properties of ethers. So let us move on to the physical and chemical properties of ethers. So the very first physical property is physical state. Okay, so now the physical state is that the first two members are gases, colorless gases, and the rest of the members are liquid. Okay, the rest of the members are colorless liquids. So the first two members are dimethyl ether and ethyl methyl ether. These two members are gases, colorless gases, and the other members are liquids. Okay, rest of the members are liquid. And second property is dipole moment. Okay, so generally we write the formula for the ether like this in a state chain, but in actual, due to these lone pairs, there is a bond pair lone pair repulsion, and this bond due to the repulsion, this is not a state bond. Okay, there is an angle between this carbon oxygen bond. Okay, and this angle is near about 110 degree. Okay, so it may vary with accordance with the hydrocarbon part. Okay, so due to this angle, okay, now the direction of dipoles is from less electronegative to more, so the net dipole moment is this. Okay, so that is why they have some dipole moment. Okay, they are polar in nature. Okay, so due to this they are polar in nature. Polar in nature. Okay, due to their dipole moment is non-zero. Okay, the dipole moment is non-zero. तो हम थोड़ा सिंप्लिसिटी के लिए इनको जो है स्टेट में लिखते हैं, बट दे आर नॉट स्टेट. ओके, their shape is not straight. Okay, now they have a bent shape. So now the next property is boiling point. So we all know that boiling point increases with molecular mass. Okay, but we all know that ethers and alcohols are isomer to each other, but there is a very big difference in the boiling point. In alcohol, they can easily form hydrogen bonds with each other, but ethers will not form hydrogen bonding with each other. Okay, they can easily form hydrogen bond with water, but not with itself. Okay, so the third property is boiling point. Okay, they have low boiling point. They have low boiling point than alcohols because they are not able to, they fails to form hydrogen bond among their with itself. Okay, तो intramolecular hydrogen bonding possible नहीं है. That is why they have low boiling point than that of alcohols. Now, if we compare their boiling point with alkanes, generally the alkanes having the same molecular mass as that of ethers have generally same boiling point. Okay, if we talk about butane, okay, like here we have this compound. Okay, ethyl methyl ether, and the other is butane and butane. Okay, they generally have the same molar mass, but so they have same boiling point. Okay, nearly same value of boiling point. But after the 5 member, after 5 carbon atoms, the boiling point of alkane is high. Okay, the boiling points of alkane is high as compared to ethers. Okay, because of their symmetry. Okay, because of their symmetry, the state chain, अगर state chain की बात करें तो ज़्यादा होगा, but if we take branch chain, then ether का ज़्यादा होगा boiling point. Okay, so this is all about the boiling point. Next property is solubility. Solubility. So up to 3 members, they are easily soluble in water. Up to 3 members, they are easily soluble in water. Okay, but after that, as the hydrocarbon part increases, their solubility in water decreases. Okay, so the solubility of ethers and alcohols are generally similar. Okay, they will dissolve, the amount of ethers and alcohol dissolve in water is generally similar. Okay, but as the hydrocarbon part increases, the solubility decrease. Okay, so these 3 members are easily soluble in water because they can easily form hydrogen bonding with water. Okay, so like this, here we have water. Okay, so I am writing it as like this. So here is our ether, So they can easily form hydrogen bonding with water, the hydrogen of H. They can easily form hydrogen bonding with H. So that is why they are easily soluble in water. But as the size increases, the solubility will decrease. Okay. So the last property is density. Okay. So simply, if we talk about the density, they have very low density. Okay, they have very low density, but as we all know, uh, as the size increases, as the molar mass increases, low density. Okay, so density क्या है, बहुत low होती है, but as the molar mass increases, density will also increase. Density will also increase. Okay. Okay, one more property I want to discuss with you, the flammability. ठीक है, inflammability. Okay, so the flammability. Okay, so so they are highly flammable. Okay, they can easily catch fire. Okay, इतना easily कि just contact में आते ही बहुत ज़्यादा burn करना start कर देते हैं. ठीक है, तो once I was also doing an experiment. So in order to separate two organic compounds. Okay, so okay, at that time I was separating two organic compounds in the lab in my masters. So compound A and compound B. So the criteria for the separation of two compounds is that we have to take that solvent in which only one is soluble. Okay, तो जो soluble होगा it will soluble और वो the other one will remain unsoluble and we will separate it. Okay, so मैं अभी क्या कर रहा था, out of I checked their solubility in alcohol, both are soluble. Okay, so my जो सर था हमारा ठीक है, उसने कहा you have to check the solubility in ether. Okay, out of this only one is soluble in ether. तो मैंने क्या करा, I'll take I have taken ether. Okay, and the one organic compound is soluble in ether. Okay, वो soluble होगा. Now I want to identify that which compound is this. So मुझे क्या करना था, वो ether को क्या करना था, I will separate. Firstly I separate this B compound. Okay, then this A compound is in soluble form in ether. Okay, तो मुझे क्या करना था, उसको ether को क्या करना था, just evaporate करना था. And just by blowing air through ether they can easily evaporate. Okay, but one of my friend told that चलो इसको थोड़ा हीट करते हैं. ठीक है, so मैंने क्या करा, एक ग्लास, एक वॉच ग्लास ली, लाइक दिस इज लाइक अ वॉच ग्लास. तो मैंने क्या करा, नीचे फ्लेम लगा दिया. ठीक है, फ्लेम लगा दिया मेरे फ्रेंड ने, और उसने क्या करा, इसके ऊपर वो सोल्यूशन डाल दिया सारा ईथर का. ओके, तो जैसे ही फ्लेम थोड़ा फास्ट हुआ, ठीक है, सो इट विल, इसने फायर कैच कर लिया बहुत जल्दी. ठीक है, एंड द होल एपरेटस बर्स्ट. ओके, सो बहुत ज्यादा टफ था उस टाइम फायर को रोकना. ठीक है, सो इट इज वेरी टफ टू स्टॉप द फायर इन केस ऑफ ईथर्स, अल्कोहल्स एंड केरोसिन ऑयल. ओके, सो इसलिए थोड़ा काम करना टफ होता है इन हाईली वोलेटाइल सॉल्वेंट्स के साथ. ओके, इट इज वेरी हाईली वोलेटाइल. ओके, जस्ट विद द ब्लो ऑफ एयर ये क्या है, इवेपोरेट हो जाते हैं. ओके, दैट इज व्हाई दे आर आल्सो यूज्ड एज अ नेल पेंट रिमूवर. ओके, so ethers are also ether, acetone. These 2 or 3 solvents are used in the formation of nail paint remover. Okay, so let us move on to the chemical properties firstly. Okay, so firstly let us move on to the chemical properties. Okay, so due to the lone pair of electron, they are very good Lewis base. Okay, first is as a Lewis base. So as a Lewis base, they can easily react with any acid. Okay, so we will discuss only the main properties on which questions are asking from the previous 2 or 3 years. So as a Lewis base, because they have lone pair of electrons, oxygen have lone pair of electrons, so it can easily donate its lone pair of electrons to any electron deficient species like BF3 and will form a complex. Okay, and will form a complex like this. coordinate bond BF3. Okay, so these type of complex will be formed when it react with Lewis acids, okay, or the electron deficient species. Similarly, they can also react with concentrated acids and will form oxonium ion. Like if I take plus HCl, they can easily form oxonium salt. Okay, O के ऊपर positive charge. Okay. Similarly, but we have to take concentrated. Okay. Similarly, if we take H2SO4, then they will also form the same oxonium salt, but that oxonium salt further converted into alcohols. Okay. Like we have already discussed that on dehydration alcohols changes into ethers. So ethers can also changes back into alcohols by just reacting them with concentrated H2SO4. Okay. So these are the first two chemical properties, that reaction with Lewis base or reaction with acid. Okay, so you have to write in your notes separately 2 or 3 examples of reaction with acid and 1 or 2 example of Lewis base. Okay, so let's move on to the major chemical property. ठीक है, और इस पे क्वेश्चन बहुत बार आया है लास्ट ईयर. रिएक्शन विद alkyl halogen acids. Okay, reaction with halogen acids. So this is the major property. Okay, reaction with halogen acids. So now we all know that the order for nucleophilicity is I negative का सबसे ज़्यादा, then Br, then we have chlorine, and at last we have F negative. तो ये तो शो करता ही नहीं है F वाला तो, so I negative जो है वो easily attack कर देगा. Okay, so now we have to react HI, HBr, HCl, HF. So I am taking HI because its nucleophilicity is very high. Okay, so now if I am taking a 1 degree ether, SN2 reaction will takes place. Okay, SN2 reaction होगी. So सबसे पहले तो क्या होगा, H positive will these lone pair will attract the H positive and we will get the oxonium ion formation. Okay, so firstly oxonium ion formation takes place. Now there are two possibilities of the attack of I negative. Okay, I negative क्या है, I negative can easily attack from this side on this carbon. Okay, and this will leave. Okay, actually में दो प्रोडक्ट बनेंगे, one is alcohol and the second is alkyl halide. Okay, so now we all know that there is a steric hindrance over here. So I negative will attack from the other side on this carbon and this bond will cleave over here and we will get these two products. Okay, these two products are the major products. Okay, and the mechanism is SN2 mechanism. Okay, now in case of secondary, okay, if we are taking some more bulky group, like CH3 or CH3 plus HI. Okay, now again this firstly oxonium ion will form. This is the oxonium ion. Okay, and the second step is the attack of I negative. So again I negative will attack over here and the products are 2 degree alcohol and 1 degree or just simple methyl iodide. Okay, so these are the two products, and this will also take undergo SN2 mechanism, but if there is a possibility of 3 degree carbocation, okay, formation of 3 degree carbocation की अगर possibility है, then SN1 reaction will take place. So in case of tertiary, you have to keep in your mind that carbocation formation takes place. Okay, so there are only two cases in which SN1 mechanism will takes place, in case of 3 degree and in case of benzylic. Okay, in case of benzyl methyl ether. Okay, so I am discussing the tertiary. So if we have this ether, Now in this case कार्बोकैटायन फॉर्मेशन टेक्स प्लेस। तो पहले तो भाई ठीक है ये अटैक करेगा एंड oxonium ion form. Now this bond will cleave over here and the formation of carbocation takes place. Because it is a 3-degree carbocation, it is very stable. And alcohol यही बन जाएगा and the next step is I negative का attack. Okay, and we will get a 3-degree alkyl halide. Okay, and here we have to take a polar protic solvent. Okay, actually there is no need of polar protic solvent here. Why there is no need? Because there is no other nucleophile. So that it will attack over this tertiary. Okay, because यहाँ पे अल्कोहल बन चुका है which is already stable. ठीक है, तो कोई न्यूक्लियोफाइल नहीं है जो कि अटैक कर सके, बट we already take concentrated HI. ठीक है, तो हम concentrated HI लेते हैं. But if we want that the product is in case of benzylic or in case of secondary, we want that the product is undergo acetone mechanism, then we have to take anhydrous HI. ठीक है, anhydrous लेना पड़ता है, water नहीं यूज करेंगे हम. ठीक है, so okay, let's move on to the last example. Okay, so the last example is in case of benzylic, what will happen? Benzylic methyl ether. ठीक है, in this case also SN1 mechanism takes place because the carbocation which is formed is very stable. Benzyl, this is benzyl group, this is methyl group, ether. Okay, so numbering जो है वो alphabetical होनी चाहिए, B पहले आता है M से. So now again the attack of HI, again lone pair जो है वो इसको attract करेंगे and we will get CH2OH CH3. Okay, positive charge over here, oxonium ion बना and then I negative जो है वो बच गया हमारे पास and from here again the carbocation formation takes place. ठीक है, और मैकेनिज्म क्या होगा? SN1. because this carbocation, benzylic carbocation is highly stable due to resonance stabilized. ठीक है, ये तभी बना है resonance stabilized. Okay, now I negative will attack on this carbocation. Okay, and we will get the major product. Okay, benzyl iodide. Okay, so you have to remember these two exceptions where SN1 mechanism takes place in case of hydrous HI only. ठीक है, if we take anhydrous then this step is is not easy to take place. Okay, so we have to take hydrous HI, not anhydrous. Okay, so these are the main chemical properties. Okay, so there are some other chemical properties but that are not so important. Okay, so like we have reaction with PCl5, formation of alkyl halide takes place. Okay, so we don't need to mug up those properties. Okay, so this much is quite enough and question may be asked from this portion only. Okay, so revise the all concepts of ethers, like the preparation, method of preparation, the physical properties and the chemical properties. Okay, so I think this much is quite enough for this particular lecture and I hope you found this lecture very helpful. So thank you so much for watching the lecture.